Look, let's be brutally honest for 10 seconds. The middle class built America on home equity until right now. I just pulled data from 10 million real estate transactions, and what I found is gonna make you sick. I mean, you've heard it before, a rising tide lifts all boats. And we can see clearly that the tide is rising. But here's what I want to show you. The people controlling the tide, they're buying all the boats too. Now, this is exactly what's happening in real estate right now. And if you're a regular person trying to buy a home or even just your first investment property, you're about to get left behind permanently. Here, watch. I call this the great corporate boat grab. In 2025, investors are buying nearly 1 in 3 homes nationwide. That's up from 1 in 8 a few years ago. Basically, they've tripled their market share. But here's the part that should really terrify you. These aren't luxury yachts they're buying. These are starter boats or starter homes, the modest 3-bedroom, 2-bath vessels your parents used to build their wealth. So it used to be simple, right? I mean, you saved money, you got pre-qualified, and you put in an offer. Now, here's what you're up against. Hedge funds offering cash, waiving inspections, buying 5 properties in your neighborhood before you can finish your morning coffee. And it's not just one company, it's a coordinated fleet. It's Invitation Homes, it's AMH, it's Tricon. It's a wall of Wall Street cash buying starter homes before you even schedule a tour of one. They're not just in the market, they are the market. Now, the real danger isn't just that they're buying all the boats. It's what they're doing once they own the whole marina. And this is where it gets really ugly. And you know we're not really talking about boats, right? It's a metaphor. I'm talking about homes. And those homes will never be for sale again. They're getting turned into permanent rentals owned by Wall Street. The final frontier where the average person has the ability to create real wealth for themselves is being stolen right from under their nose. Companies like Invitation Homes, they own over 85,000 homes in their portfolio. Now, in Atlanta alone, 30% of rental homes are owned by institutions. That's 10 times the national average. Basically, they've cornered the market there. But get this, when Invitation Homes bought homes in Atlanta, they raised the rents by 7.1% in a single year. Meanwhile, home values in the area only went up 1.3%. Same area, same year. They're jacking up your costs while your ability to save for your own home just stays flat. And research shows institutional owners raise rents 60% faster than average when they buy up a whole neighborhood. You are getting squeezed harder and faster. You're not building equity, you're building someone else's. Now, meanwhile, over half of all renters in America spend more than 30% of their income just on rent. And this whole time, you're being told to wait for the market to crash. So let me destroy that lie right now, because what I'm about to show you proves that the market isn't crashing. The homes are just getting further away from you. And delaying equals drowning. Here's what I mean. In 2008, there were 4 million homes for sale. Today, 1.3 million. That's less than a third. Basically, the supply has dried up. And despite the random headlines you may read about growing inventory, no, it's not happening. In 2008, foreclosures hit 2.9%. Today, 0.7%. That's one of the lowest rates in decades. Basically, nobody's being forced out of their homes. In 2008, people were getting mortgages with credit scores in the 600s and zero documentation. Today, the average credit score is over 740. The lending standards are rock solid. The owners are rock solid. And then there's this, 68% of homeowners today have at least 50% equity in their homes. Over 60% have mortgage rates below 4%. They are locked in with cheap money and massive equity. They're not selling, they can't afford to. Now, even if rates fluctuate, cash buyers don't care. Nearly 33% of all home purchases in 2025 are all cash deals. A third of your competition doesn't even need financing. They don't need a bank. I mean, the prices might rise or fall, but the homes are getting further away from you every single day. But here's what the corporations don't want you to know. There's still a way to buy a home, but that window too is closing fast. So how do you fight a $100 billion fleet of cash buying corporations? You don't. You don't play their game. When you're facing a coordinated systemic threat, you go asymmetrical. You use the Jason Bourne approach. You make yourself an unattractive target and you go where their algorithms can't. And we can break this down into 3 moves. Move number 1, go analog. This is the human hack. So you see, you cannot outbid their algorithm, so don't try. I mean, these corporations are scanning the MLS, the multiple listing service, 24/7 with software that analyzes a deal in nanoseconds. But that software, it doesn't scan church bulletins. It doesn't scan the classifieds. It doesn't scan probate court filings. It doesn't drive around looking for sale by owner signs or in distressed properties. This is your opening. Go where the algorithms can't. The best deals right now are not on the public market. They are off market. This is the analog hack. So start talking to estate lawyers, driving for dollars, and telling every single person you know that you are looking to buy. You are hunting for the properties that are not on the corporate radar. Move 2, the ugly home, the finance hack. You see, their algorithms are looking for one thing: rent-ready starter homes. They're looking for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, a good roof, new carpet. They are programmed to filter out properties with bad roofs, old kitchens, or foundation issues. So this is your second opening. While they are fighting over the rent-ready homes, you will buy the ugly home that their algorithm rejects. And a conventional loan won't cover a house that needs $40,000 in repairs though. But an FHA 203K loan will. And if you don't have a lending source, check out ridgelendinggroup.com for this particular loan. It's where I send my family and my friends. And here's why you want access to this. It's a government-backed loan that finances the purchase of the house and the cost of its repairs all in one. You're using a tool that they can't to buy an asset that they won't. You're not just buying a house, you're building one, and you're building in equity from day one. Now that's the DIY hack, but maybe you're hearing this and thinking, Matt, this is great, but I don't have the time to drive for dollars, and I really don't have the desire to manage a 6-month renovation, nor do I even know how. But maybe you have the capital, but you lack the time, you lack the local knowledge or the on-the-ground team. Well, that brings us to move number 3, the specialist hack. This is the done-for-you model. This is where you leverage a specialist, a professional team on the ground whose entire job is to do the analog and ugly home work for you. They hunt for the off-market deals, they manage the renovation, they place the tenant, they build your portfolio for you. This is how the wealthiest investors scale. But finding a good team, one you can actually trust, this is the hardest part. I've always said that real estate is safe. The people are risky. And that's why I'm pulling up this next video for you right here. It's the full breakdown of how this done-for-you system works and the 3 questions you must ask to find a team that won't screw you over. So take a look and I'll walk you through it step by step without you having to quit your 9 to 5 or give up your weekends. Because the corporations, they're not slowing down. And the tide, it isn't waiting for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you over there.